Good evening. This is All India Radio and I'm Tanvi Taneja with the news at 9. The headlines. Lok Sabha approves extension of President's rule in Jammu and Kashmir by 6 months from 3rd of July. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says terrorism is the biggest threat to humanity. Stresses on the need to bring reforms into World Trade Organization. Government working in a mission mode to clean Ganga by 2022, says Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat. Western Europe in the grip of severe heatwave. Villevieille in France records over 45 degrees Celsius. And in ICC Cricket World Cup, Sri Lanka set a target of 204 runs for South Africa. The Lok Sabha has approved the resolution seeking extension of President's rule in Jammu and Kashmir for a further period of 6 months with effect from the 3rd of July 2019. The House also passed the Jammu and Kashmir Reservation Amendment Bill 2019. The bill proposes to give reservation in educational institutions and government jobs to people living within 10 kilometers of the international border in Jammu. The bill will replace the ordinance promulgated in this regard. Home Minister Amit Shah had moved the resolution and the bill related to Jammu and Kashmir. Replying to a debate, the Home Minister said that those who want to break the country should have fear in their minds, as national security and securing border are the top priorities of the Narendra Modi-led government. The Home Minister said it was the Congress which had misused the Article 356 and imposed President's rule on 93 occasions. He said the centre had accorded top priority to the development of Jammu and Kashmir.
मगर 7 बार राज्यपाल शासन लगे हैं, 2 बार राष्ट्रपति शासन लगे हैं। कई बार स्थिति ऐसी भी हुई है कि राष्ट्रपति शासन के लिए कानून के अंदर संशोधन कराना पड़ा। 6 साल तक जम्मू कश्मीर में चुनाव नहीं कराए गए।
Earlier, initiating the discussion, N.K. Premachandran of the RSP opposed the resolution of President's rule but supported the provisions of the reservation bill that ensure reservation. Manish Tiwari of the Congress too opposed the resolution related to President's rule in the state but supported the reservation bill. The Lok Sabha was adjourned before time today. It could not complete the private members' business for want of quorum. The quorum bell was rung repeatedly but members did not turn up, forcing the chair to adjourn the House till Monday. Union Minister and Lok Shakti Party Chief Ram Vilas Paswan was today elected unopposed to the Rajya Sabha from Bihar. The veteran leader has been elected to the upper house in a by-poll necessitated by the resignation of his cabinet colleague Ravi Shankar Prasad, who got elected to the Lok Sabha from the Patna Sahib seat in the general elections. Biju Janata Dal candidates Amar Patnaik and Sasmit Patra and BJP nominee Ashwini Vaishnav, supported by the regional party, were elected unopposed to the Rajya Sabha from Odisha today in the by-elections held for the 3 vacant seats in the state. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today held a trilateral meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian President Vladimir Putin and discussed issues like terrorism and climate change on the sidelines of the G20 summit in Osaka. Speaking at the meeting, Mr. Modi said, terrorism is the biggest threat to humanity.
आतंकवाद सारी मानवता के लिए सबसे बड़ा खतरा है। यह निर्दोषों की जान तो लेता ही है, आर्थिक प्रगति और सामाजिक स्थिरता पर बहुत बुरा असर भी डालता है। हमें आतंकवाद और जातिवाद को समर्थन और सहायता के सभी रास्ते बंद करने होंगे।
Earlier in the day, the Prime Minister met several world leaders including US President Donald Trump, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe on the first day of the G20 summit in Osaka, Japan. The Prime Minister chaired the RIC framework that stands for Russia, India, China and participated in a meeting of BRICS countries. Mr. Modi said the trilateral meeting in Osaka is a useful medium of discussion and coordination on major global issues.
निरंतर आर्थिक विकास के लिए आवश्यक ऊर्जा के संसाधन जैसे तेल और गैस कम कीमतों पर लगातार उपलब्ध रहने चाहिए। न्यू डेवलपमेंट बैंक द्वारा सदस्य देशों के भौतिक और सामाजिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर तथा रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी कार्यक्रमों में निवेश को और प्राथमिकता मिलनी चाहिए।
The BRICS nations called for a rule-based multilateral trading system as embodied in the WTO to ensure transparent, non-discriminatory, open and inclusive international trade amid growing protectionism. Speaking to media, Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale said, Mr. Modi also highlighted the need to bring reforms into the World Trade Organization WTO in order to ensure equal growth for all.
Some discussion took place on the global trading regime and on the challenges that the world faces in terms of the growth of unilateral action, protectionist tendencies, the challenges to the WTO itself as an institution and the need for reform.
Our correspondent covering the summit reports, Mr. Modi and German Chancellor Angela Merkel discussed ways to deepen the Indo-German relations and enhance cooperation in areas like artificial intelligence, e-mobility and cyber security. We have a report.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today outlined his 5I vision to maximize digital technology for social benefit in his intervention at the G20 summit on digital economy and artificial intelligence. He put thrust on inclusiveness, indigenization, innovation, investment and infrastructure and international cooperation. At Indian Diaspora meeting in Kobe, Mr. Modi said his government's focus is to develop digital infrastructure. During his meeting with BRICS leaders, Mr. Modi said fast-changing technologies like digitalization and climate change pose a challenge to the current as well as future generations. Before the leaders of the G20, Prime Minister emphatically put his point that development is worthwhile only when it reduces inequality and contributes in empowerment. With Sanjeev Sharma, Saubhagyakar, Air News, Osaka.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Jal Shakti Minister Gajendra Singh Shekhawat said the government is working in a mission mode to clean Ganga. He asserted that flow of raw sewage into river Ganga will be completely stopped by 2022. The minister said everybody from common men to corporates have to come on board to achieve this mission. Addressing an event in New Delhi today, Mr. Shekhawat also said that everyone has to come on board to ensure availability of safe and clean water. He said, declining sources of water has been a major challenge before humanity and the government is planning to provide piped water to a large population.
माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जिस बात की घोषणा की है कि हम 2024 तक प्रत्येक घर तक पानी पहुंचाने की बात करेंगे, पानी संकल्प के साथ में लेकर के चलें। जिस तरह से घर बनाने की बात की थी, गैस का चूल्हा देने की बात की थी, शौचालय बनाने की बात की थी।
In a big relief to the stressed power sector, the government today approved the proposal for implementation of a payment security mechanism for purchase of electricity by distribution companies from generating firms. An official release said the Power Ministry has made it mandatory for DISCOMs to open and maintain adequate letter of credit as payment security mechanism under power purchase agreements for buying electricity from generating firms from the 1st of August this year. Power Minister R.K. Singh, in a major decision, has approved the proposal to make it mandatory for distribution licensees to open and maintain adequate letter of credit. Food and Consumer Affairs Minister Ramvilas Paswan today said there is sufficient capacity of storage of central pool food grains at the national level. In reply to a question in the Rajya Sabha, the minister said the total storage capacity available for central pool stocks is over 862 lakh tons. He said a total number of 2,068 godowns are available with the Food Corporation of India for central pool food stocks. Mr. Paswan also informed the House that the government is implementing various schemes for construction of godowns and silos in the country depending on requirement. Environment, Forest and Climate Change Minister Prakash Javadekar today said that BS6 emission norms will be implemented across the country next year, which will drastically reduce vehicular pollution. In reply to supplementaries in the Lok Sabha, Mr. Javadekar said from next year, BS6 compliant vehicles will be available and the move will help reduce 90% of vehicular pollution. The minister also said he will hold a meeting of chief ministers of 5 states to address the issue of stubble burning, which is also a cause of air pollution during the winter season.
The vehicle pollution has to be contained on immediate basis. We have closed बदरपुर थर्मल पावर. ये जो स्टबल बर्निंग का इशू है जो महत्वपूर्ण है, पंजाब में हरियाणा में होता है तो उसकी धुआं आता है दिल्ली में, तो उसके लिए भी 5 राज्यों का कोऑर्डिनेशन कमेटी किया है.
Women entrepreneur Sadhana Devi from Nevada district of Bihar found a place in the Prime Minister's monthly radio program Man Ki Baat 3 years ago. Prime Minister Narendra Modi had encouraged her for being associated in the field of self-employment.
इन दिनों सोलर का उपयोग करते हुए चरखा चलाना, सोलर एनर्जी चरखे के साथ जोड़ना बहुत ही सफल प्रयोग रहा है. उसके कारण मेहनत कम हुई है, उत्पादन बढ़ा है और क्वालिटेटिव गुणात्मक परिवर्तन भी आया है. खास करके सोलर चरखे के लिए लोग मुझे बहुत सारी चिट्ठियां भेजते रहते हैं. राजस्थान के दौसा से गीता देवी, कोमल देवी और बिहार के नवादा जिले की साधना देवी ने मुझे पत्र लिख करके कहा है सोलर चरखे के कारण उनके जीवन में बहुत बड़ा परिवर्तन आया है. हमारी आय डबल हो गई है और हमारा जो सूत है उसके प्रति भी आकर्षण बढ़ा है.
Talking to AIR News, Sadhana Devi said lives of other women have changed in Khanwa village who are working on technically better solar spinning wheel, solar charkha.
मेरा नाम साधना देवी है.
My name is Sadhana Devi. I'm a resident of Khanwa village. We are still doing it happily. There was an interaction with the Prime Minister in program Man Ki Baat. He was very happy with my name. In our entire village, women earn almost 10,000 rupees a month. We all pay gratitude to the Prime Minister for it.
उनको भी धन्यवाद हम लोग सब दे रहे हैं.
In Chhattisgarh, 3 CRPF personnel were martyred in an encounter with Nakshals at Bijapur district today. A girl was also killed after being caught in the crossfire. Police said the gun battle took place near Keshkutul village when a joint team of the CRPF's 199th Battalion and State Police was out on a patrol on motorcycles in the morning. Almost the whole of Western Europe is now in the grip of a severe heat wave. Villevieille in France recorded 45.1 degrees Celsius. Heat wave is sweeping across France, Spain, Italy and several other countries, including Germany. Governments warned citizens to take extra precautions. French President Emmanuel Macron warned that such extreme weather is likely to become more frequent as a result of global warming. As Germans attempted to cool off amid scorching temperatures, at least 4 people died in bathing accidents in different parts of the country. Some areas of Germany were experiencing water shortages and some residents in the North Rhine-Westphalia state were told to only use drinking water for vital purposes or face a €1,000 fine. Back home, the government has reduced interest rate on small saving schemes including National Savings Certificate and Public Provident Fund by 0.1% for the July-September quarter. Borrowing interest on savings deposits, which has been retained at 4% annually, rate on all other schemes has been slashed by 0.1%. The Sensex at the Bombay Stock Exchange fell 192 points to settle at 39,395. The Nifty at the National Stock Exchange also slipped 53 points to 11,789. In the ICC Cricket World Cup, the league match between Sri Lanka and South Africa is underway at Chesterley Strait, England. Electing to field, South Africa bowled out Sri Lanka for a modest 203. Chasing the 204-run victory target, South Africa were 131 for 1 in 26 overs when reports last came in. Placed 9th in the 10-point table, South Africa are already out of the tournament. And India's away kit for ICC Cricket World Cup was launched by the team's official apparel sponsor Nike today. In a statement, Nike said, the ODI and away kit designs launched this year are inspired by the young new generation of India and the fearless spirit of the national teams. And now, before we end the bulletin, here are the headlines once again. Lok Sabha approves extension of President's rule in Jammu and Kashmir by 6 months from 3rd of July. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says terrorism is the biggest threat to humanity. Stresses on the need to bring reforms into World Trade Organization. Government working in a mission mode to clean Ganga by 2022, says Shakti Minister Gajendra Shekhawat. Western Europe in the grip of severe heat wave. Villevieille in France records over 45 degrees Celsius. And in ICC Cricket World Cup, Sri Lanka set a target of 204 runs for South Africa. And that is all in the news at 9. From all of us here, good night.